better. Hey guys, Will here, and today, as promised, we're going to be taking a look at what could quite possibly be the best studio monitors under $100. This is the PreSonus Eris 3.5 speaker set, and don't let the small size fool you, these things really pack a punch. First of all, let's take a look at what you get in the box. They come neatly packaged and well protected in styrofoam so they will almost definitely arrive in one piece. In the box you should find the speakers, a red and black speaker cable which is used to connect the speakers together, RCA cables to connect the speakers directly to your computer, foam stands to cut out any vibrations, and an additional 3.5mm cable to connect your smartphone. They can also be used with a 1/4 inch balance cable, but unfortunately this isn't included in the box. In terms of tech specs, the speaker includes a 1-inch tweeter, which is absolutely crazy as most speakers of this size, such as the Mackie CR3s, only include 0.75 inch tweeters. So it's a nice addition to see that the smallest member of the Eris family has the same tweeter as its bigger brother, the Eris 4.5. As suggested by the name, the woofers are 3.5 inches, which is actually still fairly small in terms of reference to other studio monitors, but as I said at the start of the review, these things really do pack a punch. The Eris 3.5s also feature a peak SP of 100 decibels at 1 meter and have a frequency response of 80 Hz to 20 kHz. As this is a passive speaker set, they can be used out of the box, no amp required, and this isn't even limited to more powerful devices such as computers. They can literally be plugged right into your smartphone and work fine. To aid with this, on the front of the left speaker there's an aux-in jack, along with a headphone jack, a volume wheel and a power switch, keeping the design both minimal and compact. On the back of the left speaker, you can find all the ports and connections, as well as 2 knobs that can be used to tune your highs and lows if you want to customize your sound. I use mine for music production and video editing, so I like to keep mine neutral, but this does mean that they can make a great budget alternative to multimedia speakers. Coming onto the right speaker, it's pretty empty, with the front only containing the tweeter and the woofer, and on the back, the connection ports for the red and black speaker cable. Following this is the build quality, and it's okay. The speaker front is solid plastic, the case is vinyl covered MDF, the tweeter is protected with a metal mesh cover, but above all, and perhaps the absolute highlight of these speakers, is the Kevlar woofers. This is absolutely incredible to see on a pair of speakers under $100. I do feel that the speaker bodies are a little light compared to most other studio monitors, but I'm pretty sure this is where the cost cutting's coming in, so I can live with it. Okay, so now we're finally going to talk about the sound that you get from these $80 speakers. Oh my. That 2-second clip pretty much sums up exactly what I think about the sound quality that you get from these speakers. Again, these are studio monitors, so I care way more about hearing every instrument, and more specifically, the detail in those instruments, rather than how pleasing the sound is. The mids and highs are absolutely outstanding on these speakers, especially for the price, and while the bass is a bit quiet on neutral settings, it's still nice with a very clear, tight sound, aided by those Kevlar cones. They are a little treble heavy, so the sound can be a bit harsh, but again, these are monitors, so that's to be expected, and they're nowhere near as harsh as something such as the Yamaha HS8s. To sum up the sound quality that you get from these speakers in 3 words, I'd have to say trebly, accurate, and harshish. Let's take a listen.
Across the street, I saw him first. Let me pull him up. He was talking plenty damn shit until he sobered up. Bitch, they think I'm real mixed with Ken when I uppercut. When I feel like you're not left, they say I'm looking for violence. When they are the surface.
Now we're going to dig right into what studio monitors are actually designed for. Music and video production. It was an absolute joy to use these speakers when producing, as all of the sound was super clear and accurate. I could hear exactly how much reverb I had on each instrument, or exactly how loud each instrument was, so I could level by ear rather than having to rely on visual aids to sort of guess how loud the sound needs to be. The imaging is also great, as I can hear exactly where, say, a hi-hat's supposed to be when I'm mixing the direction. Tying this in, thanks to the dispersion type tweeter, is a nice wide soundstage, which makes these speakers great for music production. Here's something that I quickly threw together, made entirely on the Eris 3.5s. Moving on to using these speakers in a more video orientated environment, I used them for mixing this very voiceover. I also leveled it with the background music and ambient sounds, which was simply a breeze. I absolutely love that I can spend way less time thinking about how the levels are going to add up, and more time making sure that everything else looks good. Now, whenever I do one of these reviews, I like to have a little fun and test them out when I'm gaming. Thanks to the great soundstage and imaging that these speakers provide, I've actually found myself listening for enemies when I'm playing games like CSGO, and I honestly think I've improved because of how I can actually hear where people are more realistically, so I know where enemies are hiding and I can easily clear them out. Big thumbs up. Overall, this is a really great pair of studio monitors for under $100, and I have no trouble recommending them to somebody who wants to do music and/or video production, or just wants to listen with a really clear sound signature. Thank you for watching. Remember to like the video. If you want to see more content like this, then please subscribe. I'm trying to hit 3K by the end of the year, so every little helps. I'm done for now, and I'll see you guys on Thursday.
So I'm over you. I know what I'm supposed to do. You can't get me out my zone. Back in where I'm holding you. Stories you told all your friends ain't even remotely true. There's no point me knowing you, but I'm only human, bitch. I'm closing you. You change your mind more than the time.